What fun should mean to you. Fun should mean to you you're working your absolute hardest, and that's the hardest you can work. That's what fun should mean to you. Fun should not mean to you partying, smoking, doing all these pleasures. That's not what fun should mean to you. And the reason why is because that's really actually fun is working hard. It's not fun to not work hard. That's not fun at all. It's not fun to waste time and party and drink and do degenerate behavior. That is not fun. Most people will categorize fun as those things: eating good tasting food, going out and partying, smoking weed. They think these things are fun. These things are not fun. What is fun is working hard every single day, working your absolute hardest, knowing you've worked your absolute hardest, knowing that you gave everything you could give, knowing you did your absolute best. That's what fun is. Fun is doing your absolute best. Fun is knowing I've worked my absolute hardest. I couldn't have worked any harder. I know I've worked my hardest. I know I did my best. I know I'm proud of myself. That's what fun is. I can't be fun out here smoking weed. Like that's not fun because you're wasting time. Bruce Lee said, if you love life, don't waste time, for time is what life is made up of, which is 100% the truth, because your life is just based upon time. Time you spend at work, time you go to the gym, time if you party, time if you go travel. Everything is just made up of time. So it's a matter of where you use that time. And if you work your absolute hardest, that is going to be the most fun you will ever have. Andy Frisella has talked about this multiple times. Brandon Carter has talked about this as well. Fun is hard work. Like, I remember Andy Frisella saying that the happiest he ever was when the hardest he's ever worked. That's what he said. And what Brandon Carter said was that you're categorizing fun and work in the wrong pain and pleasure principles. And this is what I'm explaining to you, is what Brandon Carter says is like most people will categorize fun and pleasure with drugs, alcohol, partying. They categorize that as fun. But you need to categorize that as not fun. You need to categorize fun as or pleasurable things as work, as working hard, as eating the right foods, as working on making money, as setting up a to-do list on things you need to do every day. Like, that's fun because you're working, you're getting things done. Like, it's not fun to sit here and drink and do all these things. Like, it's not fun. It's not fun. I can't have fun doing that because I know that I'm cheating myself. If I know I'm cheating myself, I can't have fun. If I know I'm cheating myself, I can't have fun. Now, there are exceptions to this rule. Let's say you travel to wherever, you travel across the country. Then the temptations are going to be a lot higher to drink and do all this other stuff because you're going to be away from your natural, your routine that you normally follow on your day-to-day life. But that should only be like very rare, like that. But even then, I still think of this to this day. Even then, think of a professional athlete. A professional athlete who plays for the Los Angeles Dodgers travels to New York to play the New York Yankees. They're traveling for work, but they're doing it for work. So, like, they're doing it for work, meaning they're not going to go out here and party and do all this other stuff. Like, unless it's the World Series, unless they win the World Series, they're not going to go out and do this party and stuff. And that's the way you need to think about travel, too. Is like, if you travel, like, you're doing it for work. This is a work purpose. I'm going to go here. I'm going to work out still. I'm going to do everything I need to do. I'm going to network. I'm going to connect. Like, you have to de-link yourself with these pleasures like alcohol and drugs because they get you nowhere in life. They get you nowhere in life. And you have to ask yourself what kind of life you want to live. Because if the life you want to live is always high and drunk, then you're always going to be reliant on those things to make you happy. This is why you need to categorize fun as working your absolute hardest every single day. That's what fun should mean to you. Fun should mean to you working your absolute hardest every single day. That's the video I have for you. If you like this video, like the video, comment, share, subscribe. See you in the next one.